everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing a comparison between the Olens Scandi versus the Olens Spanish. If you guys have watched my Scandi collection part 1 and part 2, you guys would probably be like, this sounds really similar. That's because I have done sort of like a thorough review of the Scandi and the Spanish in my first Scandi collection. But I decided to do this video as well just because they have released 2 additional colors after I uploaded that video. So I want to do like a more thorough video in this video. Hopefully they don't release any more colors, but a really detailed video for you guys, showing you guys side by side comparison of how both colors look like on me, you know, between the Scandi and the Spanish, if that makes sense. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the diameter. So the diameter for the Scandi and the Spanish is probably identical, which the total diameter for the Scandi is 14.2 and the total diameter for Spanish is 14.0. So you can see it's only 0.2 millimeter. What I usually mean by total diameter, it means that, so imagine this is the contact lens and imagine the pattern inside. So the pattern inside is basically the graphic diameter. So the graphic diameter for the Scandi is 11.9, same with the Spanish as well, which is also 11.9. Now the differences between obviously the total diameter, which means that you see the pattern here, the graphic diameter, but the total diameter here, you see that transparent rim when you put the contact lens on, that's what it means. So it's only different by 0.2 millimeter, but when you actually put both of them on, they look identical. So I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm actually wearing Spanish brown on my right side and actually Scandi Hazel on my left. So you can see that the diameter is identical on my eyes. And the reason why the diameter is the same is because both Scandi and Spanish try to focus on accentuating your natural eye color, which means that even though you see my swatches, eye swatches or close-up shots of how the contact lens look like on my eyes, it's not necessarily mean that it will look identical to you, because it all depends on the color of your eyes as well. So if you have darker eyes like me, if you look at my close-up shots, when you put them on, it will probably look the same. But if you have like light brown or blue eyes or green eyes, all of these colors will look very different for you. And the reason for that is because the pattern in this both contact lenses focuses only in the middle part of your eye, and then on the iris it actually just shows your iris color on the outer part of your eye. So the pattern for this is very reversible. Usually when you have contact lenses, it focuses a lot on like the outer rim area but not really in the middle, but this one is basically reversed, so it focuses in the middle, and then on the outer part, whatever you see over the outer rim is basically your iris color showing up. So for me, example, the outer rim would obviously be like a dark brown or like sometimes look a bit black depending on how the lens blend into my eyes. With the prices, they are slightly different, so I've written everything down. So with the Scandi contact lens, these are how the 1 month ones look like. So the 1 month one box comes in a pair, so this one only lasts for a month. So this one actually costs $29, but at the moment you can get buy one get one free as well, versus the Spanish one, which also looks probably similar as well. So 1 box a pair, lasts for a month. This is $25 and you can also buy one get one free. Scandi has also released their 1-day lenses, so they have 3 different ones here. So the first one is the Scandi Olive, which only comes in 10 pairs, which means that not 10 pairs, 10 piece, which means that it only comes in 5 pairs, and so these are daily users, and so this one costs $21 and then these 2 boxes here, per box comes in 20 pieces, so 10 pairs. So you have the Scandi Hazel and the Scandi Grey, and this one costs $34 each. The Spanish one, they also come in 10 pieces and 20 pieces for both of the grey and the brown. And funny enough, the prices for the 1 day and the 1 month is exactly the same as Scandi, which I totally don't understand, because with the Scandi monthly and the Spanish monthly is different by a few dollars, but if you buy 1 day, the prices are exactly the same. So currently on me, I only have the 10 pieces with me, both the grey and the brown. We're going to discuss the pattern of the Scandi and the Spanish now, and just telling you my insight of how I feel the pattern looks like. But I feel like the more I wear both the Scandi and the Spanish, like all of the pattern, they are similar but also different in their own way, and I think you will probably see it more when I talk about the comparisons a little bit more. But I'll briefly tell you guys what I noticed with the pattern. So for the Scandi one, I feel like it has more of like the rounded edges but also a little bit of the spiky pattern in the eyes, but it looks much more curvy and much more rounder, and I also feel like it gives you a bit of like that blur effect as well. And putting on the Scandi, I feel like you can see more colors compared to the Spanish, because I feel like with the Spanish one you see that spikiness on the pattern, and what that spikiness does is try to blend well with your eye as well, your eye color. So which means that when you see the spikiness in the eyes, in between you also see your eye color popping out as well, which I thought was really unique, and obviously it's much more natural. So if you would ask me which one is more of a natural pattern, I would definitely say it would still be the Spanish rather than the Scandi. The Scandi is still natural but also gives you a bit of pop of color, and I feel like it is a little bit subtle, but the Spanish one is definitely much more subtle for me on my eyes. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's how I feel with the pattern. Here comes the exciting part, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have been waiting for, which will be, you know, the color comparisons. I'm not gonna go in depth details of every single colors, but what I'll do is that I'll show you guys how they look like on my eyes side by side. Please pardon my eyebrows because it is in need of threading, but just ignore the eyebrows during the close-up shots. Ignore the awkwardness of the close-up shots. Like, I actually felt really uncomfortable, like looking like both eyes on like the camera rather than like my side usual view. It's just, it feels really weird because my eyes, like you guys will see, like it's very uneven. My left one is bigger than my right. Was it my right that's bigger than my left? I can't remember, but just ignore, just focus on the contact lenses, okay? First, we're gonna focus on the Scandi Hazel and the Spanish Brown. So with the Scandi Hazel, I'm actually wearing it right now. With the Scandi Hazel, I felt like it was more of like a very yellow brownish look on my eyes, and it looks much more lighter and brighter on me. And this one, I definitely can't really see much of that spikiness effect on my eye. You can definitely see a lot of that rounded blur effect on the eyes compared to the Spanish one. The Spanish one, you can definitely see the spiky in my eyes, but also it's very subtle. It's also very light looking on my eyes, and I felt like this particular Spanish Brown really suit for those who want something really natural but not really keen on wearing clear contact lens. I feel like this is like the best upgrade or like look for your eyes because it looks so natural. Second one would be olive. So the Scandi olive versus the Spanish olive. And the Scandi olive, I felt like it was really natural on me. It looks more like a very beautiful dark jade green on my eyes, and yeah, it just feels so mesmerizing. Like, it feels so nice on my eyes. Like, I love it. Like, if I was born in a natural eye color and I can pick like what color I would like, it would definitely be this Scandi olive because I just love that. It just suits me so well. Compared to the Spanish olive, I also really like it, and I didn't realize how much I've missed the Spanish olive because I decided to get it again to give it a try. And so if you look at it side by side, I feel like the Scandi olive is definitely much more darker on me compared to the Spanish olive. The Spanish olive is much more of a mixture of like a yellow and green for me, but the Scandi olive is much more like a dark green. You know, like it's like one color for me, but you can see a little bit of the hazel. But yeah, if I would have to pick which one, I would definitely pick probably the Scandi olive just because I just love how they turn out on me. But I also like the Spanish olive. It is so hard, guys, like it's so hard to pick one, but yeah. Next, this one will fall into like probably like two different categories. So we will have the Scandi grey and then versus the Spanish grey. So the Scandi grey, this one, I felt like the color was so unique on my eyes because it felt like it was a three-tone grey for me. It is definitely not towards the natural or subtle side. Like, it is definitely way more obvious, and I'm all for that because I'm usually the type that if I wear contact lenses, I like to have colors on my eyes, you know. And I was very impressed with this color when I first tried it, and until now I'm still shocked at how beautiful it looks on my eyes. Compared to the Spanish grey is definitely much more natural as well, and you can definitely see that spiky edges in the contact lens, but also you see that two-tone grey to it, the light grey and the dark grey. It just all blends really nicely. So if I put it side by side, you can sort of see a little bit of similarity, but not really. Both of them are dark, you know, but just different way, different pattern, but yeah, they're both equally beautiful. Compared to the Scandi light grey, which is the new edition, versus the Spanish grey, you can see huge difference. So obviously the Scandi light grey is definitely much more brighter, versus the Spanish grey is definitely much more darker. And I feel like with the Scandi light grey, I feel like you can definitely see that round edge pattern on the eyes. You can see it looks like very milky effect, and I feel like this particular light grey is much more similar to probably the Russian silver from Olens collection rather than like the Spanish line, just because yeah, the grey is definitely leaning much more towards like the cool tone effect, which I totally don't mind. Like if I go for a cat eye look or smoky eye look, I would definitely go for the Scandi light grey, because it would just make the look just pop. Like it just makes it look much more beautiful just because of the brightness of the eye color. Last but not least would be the Aqua and the Sky. So the Scandi Aqua versus the Spanish Sky. So the Scandi Aqua is definitely much more brighter, definitely cool tone, and is very like turquoise, blue green color. Like it's bright, and I was still shocked when I wore it, because I was like, I did not expect it to be that bright on my eye, because I thought it would lean much more towards the darker side. Versus the Spanish Sky, it is like, it's still so beautiful. Like it does not look like a sky blue, it looks much more of like a darker blue gray for me, but also very subtle looking. So yeah, they are both completely different. Like if you're looking for something like a blue color but not too obvious, I would recommend the Spanish Sky. But if you want something really obvious, something that you want people to go, whoa, is that your eye color or is that contact lens, I would definitely go for the Scandi Aqua. But yeah, I feel like Scandi Aqua is definitely a unique color. The last color that I don't have any comparison for would be the Spanish Peach. So hopefully Scandi will release like the peach or like the pink line next, pink color next, because it will be nice to see the comparison. But for the Spanish Peach, when I put it on, it doesn't look pink on my eyes compared to like the VV Ring Pink. This one looks much more toward like obviously the peachy, nudie, pinky, like very hint of pink color on me. So when I put it on, I see no difference comparing this to the Spanish brown. Like if I want something lighter, and put aside the Scandi, if I want something lighter than the Spanish brown and I don't want too much brown on my eyes, I will go for the Spanish Peach, if that makes sense. Like it's still beautiful, but it's definitely very natural on the eye. I hope you guys like this thorough detailed review, and before I end this video, I do have a giveaway, and this is a collaboration with Olens. So thank you Olens for this giveaway. They have partnered with me to actually give away 3 color contact lenses to 3 winners. So if you have the same eye power, you get to pick 3 colors. But if you have 2 different eye power like me, you get to pick 2 colors. So I'll talk more about that once you guys actually win, and then we'll discuss things through. But yeah, 3 winners are going to get contact lenses from the Scandi line, so that's pretty exciting. And the giveaway rules is very simple. Number 1, you would have to subscribe to my channel. Number 2, you would have to follow my Instagram and also Olens Instagram, which I'll put in the description box down below. And number 3, you need to tell me down below what 3 or 2 colors you would like to try from the Scandi line and why. So yeah, I wish you guys good luck. I'm going to open this giveaway up for 2 weeks. So definitely join this if you guys have ever been interested in trying the Scandi line but never got a chance around to. I feel like this is a great opportunity, because come on, I'm going to pick 3 winners, guys. But yeah, good luck guys, and yeah, any questions in regards of the Scandi or the Spanish, put it down in the comment box below and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Bye guys.